logistics, or other organization management issues via web, or technology mediated exchanges between parties, as well as the electronically based intra or in, interior organizational activities that facilitate such exchange. And the transfer of money and the data to execute these transactions. E-commerce is often used to refer to the sale of physical products online, but it can also describe any kind of commercial transactions that is facilitated through the internet. So, where e-business refers to all aspects of operating an online business. E-commerce refers specifically to the transaction of goods and services. So, and this is the growth of e-commerce. Observe the slide from 1996 to 2002. How it grows. E-commerce has evolved to make products easier to discover and purchase through online retailers and marketplaces, independent freelancers, small business, and large corporations have all benefited from e-commerce, which enables them to sell their goods and services at a scale that was not possible with traditional offline retail. And this is the history of e-commerce. E-commerce actually began in the 1990s when larger corporations started creating private networks to share information with business partners and suppliers. This process, called EDI, electronic data interchange, transmitted standardized data that streamlined the procurement process between business so that paperwork and human intervention were nearly eliminated. EDI is still in place and is so effective at reducing costs and improving efficiency that an estimated 90% of Fortune thousands of companies using it. Providing was running text ads and selling flowers in the early 1980s. The first documented online sale in 1994 was CDs. August 11th, 1994, a man sold a CD by the band Sting to his friend through his website Netmarket, an American retail platform. And this is the first example of a consumer purchasing a product from a business through the World Wide Web or e-commerce, as we commonly know it today. Early, it was pioneered by internet companies that did not perform traditional retail called pure plays, such as Amazon.com. More recently, Click and more mortar stores have moved online, like Barnes and Noble, Best Buy, The Gap, and Walmart. Amazon, early 1994, working for P. Shaw in New York City, Jeff Bezos, a restless 30-year-old hedge fund manager, began researching the commercial possibilities of the net. A year later, Bezos drove west, raising venture funds for a new small online bookshop to be launched from his garage in Bellevue, Wash. Running on a website and a warehouse, by his third year, Bezos' precocious Amazon.com toppled $150 million in annual sales, a milestone that Walmart founder Sam Walton needed 12 years to reach. Electronic stock trading debuted 30 years ago with Instinet, Reuters computer network that allowed after hours trading. Charles Schwab first offered a dialed up trading service called the Equalizers in 1985. E-Trade, founded in 1982 as an institutional trading service, began offering consumer trading in 1992 through America Online and Compuser. True web-based trading arrived in 1994 with Chicago based NetInvestor, which offered 15-minute delayed quotes and charged $35 per trade. Ameritrade, Datec Online, and others followed, eventually, eventually driving companies' commissions to as low $80 per trade and forcing the implementation of free real-time stock quotes in 1998. In 1994, the first national consumer brand site www.zima.com was launched for the Coors owned beverage Zima. In October 1994, Wired magazine's Hot Wired dished up the first banner ads from 12 advertisers, including AT&T, Club Med, and Volvo. Sales for the entire online and industry were $1 million that year, and Hotwire owned 40% of it. In 1998, online ad revenues reached $2 billion, topping the $1.6 billion spent on outside ads, such as billboards. General Motors alone pumped in $12.7 million. Online and revenue is expected to reach $11.5 billion by 2003. That's 5% of the total USN market. Booking a trip over the web back in 1995 meant going to the travel site and requesting a fare. In early 1997, Travelocity offered a paging service to its web customers that alerted them in their flight was delayed. In the fall of 1997, Priceline.com launched its innovative bid-based market for discount airfares. Today, you can bid on empty seats, name your price, choose a seat from a diagram. E-commerce advantages: ability to reach new markets, reduces cost, increased purchasing opportunities, more efficient, and disadvantages is incompatibility for certain industries, limitation of the medium, costs, skill required, cultural and legal issues. Security is essential for websites, whether or not they collect any user information. Even the most basic websites should be protected from hacking and malware contamination. Whenever credit card numbers, customer address, or other personal data is being transferred over the internet, responsibility, the owners, website owners have the responsibility to ensure that all this data will remain safe. And one of the this one fraud protection. Fraud protection is a part of online store security, but consists of a different set of features outside the typical security measures outlined above. Generally, e-commerce fraud protection relies on a combination of automatic analysis and actions by the store owner. Orders with characteristics common to fraudulent transactions can be blocked completely. Selling goods and services, catalogs on the web, digital content, advertising supported, make way advertising, difficult to measure, gauge support, attract repeat visitors, combine advertising subscription, free plus advertising, free for transaction, purchasing activities. Procurement can be a major activity. Business, supplier, business supplier relationships, purchasing commodities, delivering activities, logistics, shipping, warehousing, support activities, HR, finance, benefits. And this is the top 5 future e-commerce uses for each age group. Observe the slide. Social media is a enormously popular and are missing out of if you don't work it into your marketing strategy. The most obvious example is to connect your store to Facebook. Start by creating a business page that will serve as the social media presence of your brand and link to back to your website. Install the Facebook pixel. So any ad companies you set up can use Facebook's precious targeting to get your products in front of the people most likely to be interested. E-marketer an internet technology research and reporting firm estimates that the dollar figure for e-commerce will rise from approximately 18 US billion dollars in 1998 in 2002 to 94 billion US dollars. In Europe, consumers' internet purchase will be jump from 2.9 to 174 US billion dollars. Online business to business e-commerce is projected to speed past 1 trillion in annual. Women take control. Women make or influence 80% of household sales in the United States according to Women Trend. Despite the fact that they make up 51% of the population. The untapped get tapped. Two highly touted market $509 million health and beauty and $530 million groceries still lag behind expectations. More click on mortar. Traditional retailer Circuit City, Crate and Barrel, Sears, Toys R Us, Walmart, and Federated department stores missed the boat in 1995 and 1996, but rest assured they get it now and are attempting re-entry this time around with more money and smarts watch. These issues are still a long way to go. Anderson Consulting and Forrester Research both show shopping cart abandonment rates of 25%. E-commerce still accounts for less than 1% of total retail sales. Pure plays have struggled turning cash flow and have either folded, cut back, been bought at cheap price. Email marketing is one of the most reliable methods available. It involves setting a regularly timed newsletters to people who have chosen to subscribe, whether or not they have made a purchase from you. The most successful newsletter contain useful information or entertain the reader rather than a pure sales language. There are also a prime opportunity to include coupons to encourage your subscribers to make a purchase. For past customers, you can tailor the newsletters to match the interest they have shown you. Online payment gateways are the technology that makes this possible. A card transaction near instantaneously. Other than this basic functionality, number of payment gateways are exactly the same. Pricing, policies, and other factors come into play. So it's important to choose the right payment gateway for your business. Not all payment gateways simply deal with credit cards. Either one click checkout and other fast track checkout systems are made possible through digital wallets in which customers store their data for later use. These can also include an extra degree of security and peace of mind.